Hey everyone, what is going on? And you guys guessed it, we have another shoutcast for you today, this time focusing on Talonflame. So I'm actually going to be shoutcasting two different Talonflame videos from two different trainers, and we are taking a look at Green Groudon PvP's team. So he was inspired by me to create this name, this wasn't his original name, so that's really flattering and I do appreciate that. And you guys know I love, well, you don't know, but I love Shiny Groudon. I obviously love Shiny Kyogre. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these battles. By the way, and I didn't know this until I battled the Talonflame myself, because I didn't look into it, but it actually survives a Rock Slide from Galarian Stunfisk. Not well, it doesn't survive it well, but it does survive it. So I actually lost the game because of that, funny enough. So anyway, let's see how these games are going. So we see a Flame Charge going into the Stunfisk. That will be enough to KO. This beautiful shiny Talonflame is boosted. Talonflame has been making all the rounds, believe me. I mean, people have been using it to a lot of success, right? I mean, I see it quite a bit on players' teams, and obviously it's easy to access because it was a recent Community Day Pokemon. But anyway, we did see a switch into Jellicent. Jellicent does hit with the Shadow Ball, getting some damage off against Bastiodon. I do like that switch. This allows the Talonflame not to be farmed down. Plus, if they switched out of Bastiodon, you always have this Swampert in the back for Bastiodon later, but it looks like they're not switching out Bastiodon. So maybe they have something weak to Jellicent in the back. And they are shielding that, so we might see a farm down if they're able to. No, a Shadow Ball coming out from Jellicent. It won't be enough to KO Bastiodon, so Bastiodon will still get that farm down. But actually does a lot. So what is coming in? Going to be that Swampert. So Swampert's going to be hit with the move, but it does resist Flamethrower and Stone Edge. So it's going to be able to farm down with Mudshot, so that is huge. So what is in the back? Oh, okay, a fighting type. Okay, so no wonder they didn't want to bring in Medicham against Jellicent. Makes a lot of sense. But we do see this Hydro Cannon going into Medicham. Okay, one more Hydro Cannon would almost KO it, I think. But we see an attack coming out. Going to be a power-up punch. Not going to be able to KO Swampert. And Swampert will get to the Hydro Cannon. Now, is this enough to KO? I think so, yeah. No. One more Mudshot will KO. So very well done. Really well played as well. Really thought he played that really well. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game. But yeah, I mean, let me know if you've been using Incinerate, Talonflame, and what do you think about it? I guess it's definitely a really good Pokemon. It's also going to be good for the Ultra Premier or the Open Ultra as well. But anyway, we see a switch out. Looks like this Talonflame is sticking around. Icy Wind likely coming out. I wasn't counting, but it's probably Icy Wind. Yep. So going to be neutral. So that will debuff Talonflame, but we see a switch into this Jellicent. So Jellicent can be hit with an Icy Wind, but it cannot be hit with a Shadow Ball. Even if it can take Shadow Ball, which honestly I'm not 100% sure if it can. But even if it could, it would do a lot. So Shadow Ball coming out from the Jellicent. That would have obviously KO'd. And this Hex doing a lot. Hex is doing a lot from both Pokemon. So Jellicent can safely shield this and farm down, I think. They are going to shield it. So yeah, shield it and farm down with Hex is going to be the appropriate play. So we do see that. So the opponent does have a shield advantage, but this Jellicent is loaded. Toxicroak is coming in. Is it going to take a Shadow Ball to the face? We know how squishy Toxicroak is. They do shield. And we see another Shadow Ball. So yeah, another Shadow Ball coming out. Is this enough to one-shot the Toxicroak? Probably not. Nope, but it does do a tremendous amount of damage. Toxicroak will have to throw a Mud Bomb. It's going to right now. So this Mud Bomb should be enough. I mean, Sludge Bomb is resisted, although Sludge Bomb is probably enough at that range anyway. But out comes Talonflame, and we see Galarian Stunfisk. Okay, so this Talonflame has 2 Flame Charge attacks. So 2 Flame Charge attacks will be enough to pick up the KO. Obviously, at that health, Rock Slide would have KO'd Talonflame if the Stunfisk was able to get to it. But Talonflame absolutely wrecking. Able to incinerate down Toxicroak. Able to take that game. Incinerate is like the big new toy right now, right? I mean, it's so popular. I mean, I see it quite a bit, and I've struggled against it. I beat it a couple times, but a lot of times I've lost to it. But let's see how this plays out. I actually don't know how this matchup plays out. So we'll see. Obviously, the foul play coming out from that Umbreon. I mean, Talonflame, not the bulkiest Pokemon. It's actually Dark Pulse. So it does a little bit more damage. So a Flame Charge coming out. Talonflame does have 2 Flame Charge attacks. I don't expect the opponent to shield this. They do not shield it. Oh, now they're going for Brave Bird. They'll have to shield this Dark Pulse. Looks like that might be what they're doing. But we might see another shield bait. Let's see. Yeah, going for another shield bait, because if this is Brave Bird, that should be enough. Oh, it would be enough for sure to KO Umbreon. And we do see a shield, very nice. So, oh, they switch out into Swampert. Okay. I would have stayed in, I think, with Talonflame. I went for another Flame Charge. With those buffs, it would have been enough to KO or take the final shield. But that's okay. We do see a Shadow Swampert coming in. So, this is Weather Ball. Even though it's a Shadow, I don't think it's enough to KO. No, not enough, although it's almost enough. But Sludge Wave coming out from the Swampert. So, this Sludge Wave... is it going to land? No, it's not. Politoed wants to stay alive. You can't bring in Talonflame, so you have to bring in Jellicent. And a Shadow Ball from Jellicent should be enough to KO. So an attack coming out. If it has Blizzard, it's resisted. Weather Ball is obviously resisted. Earthquake would have been neutral. Another Weather Ball coming out. So this Weather Ball going to add up. It's not going to be enough to KO, of course, but it's going to do a lot. Oh, we see a switch. Okay, they switched into Umbreon. Very interesting. So now we do see an Ice Beam coming out. That will not be enough. Another Hex will faint that Umbreon. And Politoed coming out. Can the Jellicent get to a move? It cannot. Not before this Weather Ball. But Jellicent still has a shield. They are going to go ahead and shield it. And now we are going to see the Shadow Ball, which will KO the Politoed. What is in the back? I don't believe we've seen the Pokemon in the back quite yet. And it looks like it's going to be a Talonflame of their own. Okay, maybe try and Sack Swap? No, they're just going to go straight Shadow Ball. They don't even have to. Now, the thing about Incinerate is, yes, it's a really good move. But it's also really slow, right? It's really slow. So that is one thing to keep in mind, but it is a really good move, and Talonflame is a really good Pokemon. Oh, they go for the Brave Bird. Okay, very interesting. And now Talonflame. Oh, I thought Talonflame was going to be able to farm down, but the Jellicent seals the deal, able to take that game. Beautiful game, able to win that one. Very close, though, very close. It could have went either way. But let's go ahead and move on to the next game and see how things play out. Okay, this is a great matchup. Obviously, Talonflame is obviously a fire type, so now you have to switch out. You don't necessarily have to switch out. Yeah, go for the Brave Bird and then switch, because Mud Bomb is obviously double resisted. Blizzard is neutral, so it would do a lot, so you really can't afford to stay in. So I like that play, getting a shield with Brave Bird and then switching into Jellicent. I thought that was a really good play. So now the Mud Bombs are going to be coming out. Multiple Mud Bombs, but that's okay. Another Mud Bomb coming out. No reason to shield quite yet. Oh no, they're going for the Blizzard. Okay, you do want to go for Mud Bomb, but that's okay. So this Jellicent is going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball. Now, I don't think this is enough, but we see a second shield as well. So a Mud Bomb will be enough at this point in time to KO that Jellicent. But Jellicent will go ahead and shield it, wanting to win Switch, and I do think Switch is important. Shadow Ball coming out. Is this enough to KO that Whiscash? We'll have to see. Is it? It is not, but I think Jellicent can Hex down, not before Mud Bomb comes out. Jellicent wanting to win Switch, so they are going to go ahead and shield and just Hex down. So able to do that, but in comes Venusaur, which can farm down Jellicent, but in comes this Talonflame. Obviously, you can't have Swampert up against Venusaur, but you can have it up against Registeel. So Sludge Bomb coming out, it does do a lot, but not enough to KO. We see a switch. Yeah, Talonflame has to go switch out into this Swampert. So Swampert's going to be hit with definitely a Focus Blast, but it's going to be able to take one. No, they go for the Flash Cannon. Okay. So it might not be double moved. I mean, that's always a possibility that Registeel is not double moved. And if that's the case, obviously you have to go for what you have. But, Focus Blast is neutral, but again, it's okay. So we see another Hydro Cannon. Will the Venusaur attempt to farm down? I don't think it's going to be able to. Oh, it looks like they're waiting. Maybe the Swampert was waiting to get this, to get low enough. So, yeah, I like that play. Okay, so they are low. So the Venusaur is not going to get a lot of farm. I really like that play. That was a great play. And that also wasted the switch timer as well, able to switch into Talonflame. Beautiful play, high-level gameplay, able to win that. I think you would have won anyway, but that was a great play. That was really well played, waiting for that Venusaur, right, to so the Venusaur doesn't come in and farm down the Swampert and be able to, KO, able to, Anyway, you guys get the point. Let's move on to the next one. We see Jellicent into this Alolan Mawak. Now, Alolan Mawak is pretty good against Talonflame. because you can't go for Flame Charge unless if you're baiting. But they switch into Venusaur, very interesting. Maybe they think that there's no Ice Beam on this Jellicent, I don't know. But no, they shield, okay. So now the Frenzy Plant is coming out. It should KO, I think. Gonna let it go. It does KO, yeah. So in comes this Talonflame. So Talonflame possibly looking to farm down. Don't know if it can. Because 2 Sludge Bombs KO, so I don't know if it can farm down. Because as I said, Incinerate is pretty slow. But we do see the first Sludge Bomb doing a lot of damage. Is this Talonflame looking to farm down? Oh, it is able to farm down. Okay. Okay, so if a Alolan Malwak comes in... Oh no, a Azumarill. Azumarill is another good answer, obviously, to Talonflame. So going for the bait, going for the Flame Charge, and not picking up a shield, that's really unfortunate. But Talonflame is going for the Brave Bird now. So, I mean, this is boosted, likely see a shield? Yeah, we see a shield there. So nice call by the opponent. In comes this Swampert. So Swampert does have Sludge Wave, which is super effective and should KO at that range. So we are going to go ahead and see a shield. Going to be an Ice Beam, okay. So going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Wave, which again does KO the Azumarill at that health. So it does KO. And in comes a Alolan Malwak. And obviously that's a great matchup for Swampert. So going to be able to win that one. Yeah, really well played. Great game. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one to see how the next game goes. Thank you for these submissions. As I said, I will have another Talonflame feature this week as well from a different trainer. So we do have Talonflame into Wigglytuff, so Talonflame does resist Charm, but Charm is still doing a lot. Right? So it's going to go ahead and go for the Flame Charge, and this Flame Charge is going to get the shield, beautiful, and they're going to switch into this Obstagoon, so going to try and get to another Flame Charge, but the attack from the Obstagoon, going to go ahead and shield that Night Slash. Now, will they go for Brave Bird? Will they go for Flame Charge? Going to be Flame Charge, which is the correct play. I believe Brave Bird would have KO'd. I don't think Flame Charge does, but one more Incinerate will KO it, and it buffed it. So yeah, definitely the way to go. So let's see what comes in. Nothing, because the opponent will leave that game. Talonflame, definitely very powerful, guys. If you want to consider a really strong new Pokemon, obviously, because Talonflame is not only from a new region, the Kalos region, but it also has a brand new spanking move that makes it amazing. So again, Talonflame resisting Charm, but it doesn't really seem like it, right? Because of how powerful Charm is. But obviously Incinerates are doing a lot as well, and Flame Charge will boost Talonflame. That would have KO'd as well. So now Incinerate is doing even more damage, and we do see another one. Beautiful situation. Will the God of War double shield? Even if it does, I think another Incinerate would have just KO'd anyway. In comes Ninetales, but they do switch into Jellicent, and because there's double water in the back, you could safely switch usually into one of your water types to maybe lure out the grass type, and then you have the Swampert in the back to handle whatever's in the back. So I do like that, the double water team, honestly, in the back, because you could lure out a grass type with Jellicent or something that it's weak to, like electric maybe, and then you could have Swampert clean up in the back. But Jellicent goes down, not great. We'll have to see. I mean, still has 2 shields, not going to shield. Oh, okay, not going to shield. I actually like that play, because this Sludge Wave KOs Abomasnow. And Swampert is going to be able to handle that, cancel Ninetales in the back. So it's going to go ahead and shield that. Maybe try to see if the opponent tries to catch. I knew they would try and catch. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and go for a move right now. Yeah, not going to go ahead and shield. You can't really afford to shield. Going to be a Side Shot, but that's okay. Going to charge up a lot of energy. Is one Hydro Cannon enough to KO? I actually don't know if it is. I guess we'll find out. Oh, it is, and then you just need a Sludge Wave. Okay, able to get to it. That was a great play, able to farm up a lot of energy against the Cancel Ninetales and have a Sludge Wave for this Abomasnow. So that was fantastic. I loved it. I love that gameplay. So let's move on to the next game. See how the next game goes. I'm really enjoying these Talonflame features. I know other trainers or other content creators have been featuring Talonflame as well, because it's the new thing, as I mentioned, right? And this is a good matchup. I mean, Incinerate doing super effective damage. Obviously, the Flame Charge as well. And it looks like the Flame Charge is coming out. So we'll probably see a shield. I mean, they know it's going to be Flame Charge. Yeah, we do see a shield. And now we see an attack coming in from Skarmory, but Talonflame will shield it up. Going to be a Sky Attack, of course, but Talonflame is boosted. Incinerates are doing more damage. and the Flame Charge will be enough to KO, but better yet, it gets the boost. So if they shield, Talonflame can shield the next Sky attack and farm down, which is likely going to happen. Yep, Shiny Talonflame will shield this attack, and then just be able to farm down with Incinerate, no switch outs. And now we have a little bit of energy on that Talonflame. Going to be in a Zoomel. Zoomel does not really want to take this boosted Brave Bird. We know how powerful Brave Bird is, so this is going to do a lot of... Oh my gosh. I didn't think it would KO, but... Oh man, that did a lot of damage. So okay, if they don't have Play Rough, it's all going to be resisted, and they don't. Going to be Ice Beam, and now even Play Rough wouldn't do that much, but we do see a switch into this Stunfisk. Okay, so Stunfisk does have Discharge, but this Ice Beam is super effective as well. So just need one more Ice Beam to KO, and the Discharge will not KO this Jellicent. Jellicent is a fantastic Pokemon, guys. I've battled it quite a bit, honestly, now that more people have access to it with the female version. You know, obviously the male version coming from GBL. So Ice Beam, going to be able to KO that Stunfisk, and in comes the Zoomel, and just hex it down, yeah. Going to be able to take that game. I do like Talonflame in the lead. As I said, with the double what, I really like this team, to be honest with you. I think it's a really solid team. So let's see how the next game goes. So it's going to be that Talonflame into Galvantula. Oh, man, okay. So Galvantula is weak to fire. Talonflame is also weak to electric, but they do switch into Stunfisk. Okay, out comes Swampert. Yeah, obviously Talonflame can fight G-Fisk, but if they're going to switch into G-Fisk, yeah, you definitely want to bring in your Swampert, right? So Earthquake coming out, doing a lot of damage, okay? So now we see a Hydro Cannon. Will this trainer decide to shield? They're going to have to shield 2 Hydro Cannons and use both shields. No, oh, that doesn't even KO. Oh man, can't farm down in time, but the Swampert will shield, which I like. So Swampert is going to go ahead and shield this Rock Slide and be able to take Switch, and has a lot of energy, right? So it has a lot of energy. In comes Galvantula. We do see a Hydro Cannon ready to go. So Hydro Cannon coming out. He has 2, I believe, right? So there's a shield. Yeah, another Hydro Cannon. So this Swampert absolutely going to town. Double shields, okay. So Talonflame is going to be coming back in. So yeah, look how much Incinerate does, holy cow. But at the same time, Volt Switch is doing a lot as well. Discharge would be enough, I think. If it isn't, it would do a lot. Yeah, it would be enough after those Volt Switch attacks. But Flame Charge coming out. So this is going to be enough to KO and boost Talonflame. In comes Scrath. Oh man, Brave Bird would have KO'd, obviously, so. Great games. And either way, Jellicent would have been able to handle Scrafty. Well, I guess Scrafty has foul play, but either way, great game, able to win that one. So we're going to move on to, I believe, the final game. So, okay, not a good matchup. Going to have to switch into Jellicent. Staying in a little, okay, maybe staying in to throw the Brave Bird and then switch. Or charge up and then switch. We'll see what happens. Looks like Talonflame is staying out, or staying in. Going to shield that, beautiful shield, because that was a Shadow Ball. So going to go ahead and bait the Flame Charge. Will we see a shield from the Alolan Marowak? If we do, you go straight Brave Bird. We do see a shield. No, needs one more for the Brave Bird. Oh, charging up extra energy. But we see an attack from that Marowak. This Talonflame is going to go ahead and shield it. Going to be another cracked shield. And now going to bait again. Okay, will the opponent decide to shield this? I don't know. They might not. They do not shield it, but another Flame Charge will be enough to KO, so that's totally fine anyway. So this is going to be enough to KO. And no shield, okay. So out comes Azumel. Azumel cannot take a Brave Bird. Oh, it does not want to take a Brave Bird. We've seen it before, so we'll likely see a shield here. I don't think the Azumel will not shield, yeah. So now they switch into Jellicent, okay. I like that. So this Azumel is going to go ahead and just go straight for an attack. Likely play rough since they're going for an attack. We do see a play rough. And okay, it does a good amount of damage, but nothing crazy. And charging up extra energy, making sure the opponent doesn't try and catch it with whatever's in the back. So we're going to go ahead and be Shadow Ball. Can he get to another Shadow Ball? No, a charge attack coming in. Going to be a play rough, but it should not KO. It does not KO. So trying to get to another Shadow Ball, able to get to it, barely able to get to it, and this Shadow Ball is going to KO the Azumel. I guess we'll find out what's in the back. It could be something weak to water. No, going to be Medicham, trying to switch out, but unfortunately was not able to. That's okay. Okay, how's this going to play out? Obviously, Jellicent against Medicham would have been better, but, you know, we didn't know there was a Medicham in the back. So Hydro Cannon coming out. One more Hydro Cannon will be enough to KO, and even if this is Psychic, I don't think Medicham gets to another move. It is Psychic. It needs an Ice Punch or a Power... Oh, they don't get to it. They don't get to it. This is going to KO Medicham. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.